Many of you are facing issues to customize font in Tailwind CSS new version 4, and in this video I will solve your problem. From this video you will learn how to customize your fonts, how to use fonts from Google Fonts, and obviously learn how to override default fonts of Tailwind CSS. And this is the entire video you are finding on internet, but right now the solution is here. And obviously if you like this video, please leave a comment and subscribe this channel. To show you how to customize your custom font, here I have just created a bit React project with Tailwind CSS setup, and if I just check package.json file, you can see I am using Tailwind CSS version 4. Okay, so right now in this application I have a app.jsx with a single h1 element. You can see it's a simple text. I just define it. We don't have set up our fonts yet, we'll do it in front of you. Okay, so now if I run our projects, you can see we'll have to command npm run dev as it's a bit React project, and then we will find a localhost URL, and let me press Ctrl and click here to open it on our browser. Right now if I inspect it, you will see it's actually applying from actually Tailwind CSS. This is not our custom font. We'll have to apply custom font, but there is no custom font right now. So for just applying custom font, what you will have to do, we'll have to go to the documentation of Tailwind CSS. Let me search Tailwind CSS, and then we'll go to the tailwindcss.com. This is the official website. From here we'll have to click get started. Then if you scroll a little bit, you will find typography section. So this is your typography section. From here click this font family. Then here actually you can see Tailwind CSS provide you some utilities, and that is actually the first three is default font. So this is actually font sans, this is for font serif, and this is font mono. And if you just apply these, actually it will just style by this way, and it will apply all of this default font. You can see it's actually for the default font. And let me just show you the uses. So I just copy this for now and go back to our application. Here actually let me take a new div. Okay, why actually I am taking new div? Because I just add some styling here. So for example, let me define p8, and here on this h1 let me define some text styling. So text to excel, and then we'll apply this. Okay, we are going to applying font sans. Actually this is default fonts, we'll apply it. So how to apply it? Simply copy this. We don't have to do anything. Copy it and simply paste it here. So if you do this, let me close it, and back here you can see your font is now actually default fonts. So it's actually using default fonts. Okay, so UI sans serif, and from here actually you can see if you just hover it here, you can see UI sans serif default font is applying. Okay, by this way you can use the default font from Tailwind CSS. But how to customize fonts? So for doing this, actually for example, I have a paragraph. So here we'll have some lorem text, and now we will have to use custom fonts here. So how you can do that? So if you back to the documentation, here you can see you can use custom fonts by these approach or by these approach. You will have two options to add custom font, and if you scroll a little bit, you can see you will find an example. For example, you will have to go to your mains CSS file, then you will apply @theme, and inside this theme block you can just add your variable by this way. Okay, let me verify if it's working or not. So for doing this, I just copy this block and simply go back to the Visual Studio Code, and here our main CSS file is actually index.css file, because here actually I imported Tailwind CSS. Here we can simply paste this. So we're using @theme to customize our theme, and we simply defined our fonts. This is actually Wordsworth, and it's a sans serif font, and right now it's actually font display. You can customize this by this way. For example, if I change it, this is our primary font, we will just make it primary, and now you can apply this utility class to your app.jsx. So let me add a class name. Here we can simply define this is font primary, and if you hover, you can see it's actually applying Wordsworth sans serif font. And then if you back here, if you just click here and check here, you can see Wordsworth sans serif font, and from here you can see your font family. If you click here, you can see your font is now applying. So but is it actually better approach? We don't have to import fonts from actually Google fonts or others. So what if I have to import it? Okay, so right now I will show you how we can import from actually Google Fonts family. So for doing this, actually for verifying it, we will have to go to Google Fonts family. So let me find Google Fonts, and then we'll go to the fonts.google.com, and from here we will use some custom fonts. For example, at first I would like to use Puffins. So let me define Puffins, we'll search it, then we'll click this get font, then let me choose another font. For example, we can choose Roboto, and then let me click here and let me click this get fonts. Okay, so we'll have two fonts. We're going to use all of these two fonts right now on your project, so that's why let me click this get embedded code, and now we'll choose import syntax. And at first let me show you what happened if I use this on our index.css file. Okay, so let me copy it and we'll go back, and for example, to customize font, you may think we'll have to add this, and let me add it here. Okay, if you just do this, and now if you just open your terminal and let me and see, you are getting this type of issues. Okay, so you can go just receive this type of warning. Okay, from here let me just clean it and let me show you again. So when you actually add or import your fonts by this way, you will, whenever you will run your projects npm run dev, you will get this very soon. If I refresh our website, back to here, you can see you are getting this type of issues. So how to solve this actually? Cannot you use fonts from Google Font? Is there no any way to do this? Obviously I will solve you how we can fix these type of issues when you are using or when you are importing fonts from Google. Okay, so for doing this, actually we will have to cut this from here. Let me press Ctrl and X to remove it from here. Right now there is no error. You can just verify this way, you can run your project again. So let me run it again. You can see if I refresh it, you will find no error. Actually there is no error because we just remove this import syntax from here. Where you will keep, you will have to either keep it on other CSS file. For example, I have app.css, we can simply keep it here, and now we will actually use it from our index.css file. Okay, you will have to use it from index.css file simply. For example, we are going to use a secondary font that will be actually Puffins font. So we'll define fonts, and this is secondary font. So secondary fonts, and right now we're going to use Puffins. So we'll go back to the Google Fonts, and from here how to use Puffins font. Look, this is the approach we'll have to follow this way. Let me copy it, and here actually we'll simply paste it, and let me add a quotation. It's actually optional, but you can add this way. So by this way, now if you just call fonts secondary from this block, for example, we will have another paragraph, and here we'll have another lorem text, and let me add some spacing to the top and bottom, space y, that would be for example 2. Okay, we're going to apply secondary font on this paragraph. So we'll have class name, then we'll call font dash secondary, and now you can see fonts actually serif is applying. Look, it's actually font serif, so font serif fonts, and it's actually applying. If you hover, it's applying. Go back to the website, and right now we can see we'll have different fonts. So this is actually what this is actually, so your Puffins font, and let me inspect it. So to check it perfectly, you can see this is actually Puffin fonts, and it's actually serif type fonts. This is actually Orsworth, and the above one is actually default fonts from Tailwind CSS. The first one, default font from Tailwind CSS. So we have already used 3 fonts here. Next thing is that what if you have to overwrite any fonts? For example, you want to overwrite this font. So whenever you are just calling this, actually you are calling this, it's actually applying. Look, default font from Tailwind CSS. How to override this? This is a big question, and in this video actually I will show you if you need to override any default font from Tailwind CSS, you will have to follow this approach. So let me go to documentation and let me show you from here, because you need to know from where it's actually coming. We'll go to the theme documentation. Then if you scroll a little bit, look, if you want to completely overwrite or entire namespace in your default font, you will have to initialize it at first. So that means if you want to overwrite any CSS utilities actually on your projects, you will have to include these way. Okay, so it's actually for colors, but we can use it for fonts. So let me just do it. At first we'll go to index.css. here we'll define dash font, then we'll define a asterisk sign, then we'll have a clone, and here we'll just define initial. Okay, shell. Okay, so by this way, and if you are just have a typing mistake, you can just copy it and paste it here. So to avoid typing mistake, then we just would like to customize this. Okay, so we can simply copy it, back it here. We'll have to do this way. We'll just paste it. So this is actually font sans, and here we are going to override this. So this is actually default font. I just mentioned that we're going to overwrite it. So what you will have to do, for example, we will overwrite it by this way. We'll have to overwrite it for actually Roboto. So let me copy this. Okay, let me copy this, and here actually we'll paste it from here. Okay, so right now you can see this is actually overriding sans, font sans, and now it will be a Roboto. Okay, if you back here and if you hover, you can see right now it's actually working perfectly. Now it's applying Roboto serif. Okay, so if you back here, refresh your projects, and now if you click here, look, this is actually applying Roboto. And by this way, by following this strategy, you can obviously overwrite your default font. Okay, let me add a comments here. So overwrite default fonts. Okay, so this is the strategy. Okay, and this is actually for custom fonts. Okay, so by this following strategy, you can safely use fonts on your projects using actually latest Tailwind CSS version 4. And this is actually safer practice because I included it at this position, and if you check it from your application, you can find it. Okay, let me refresh it, and if you go to the head section, and then from here, look, this is for actually Tailwind CSS. Look, this is actually for Tailwind CSS classes, and after then we'll have another style, and in this style, look, we're using our custom font from actually, look, Google's API. Okay, so that means fonts.google API. So this is exactly the same thing here at the top, you can see. So this is our custom URL for this font. Okay, so by this way, that's why I am just saying it's actually a safe approach